Oh yeah, I don't really have to record anymore because my streams always automatically get recorded. Okay, sweet. So, I'm back streaming as I'm coming in every single day. Every single day I'm logging back in. Um, I'm doing what I can do. Yeah, got distracted there for a quick second. Because man, phones are very distracting, very distracting. But I'm not gonna act like my phone is forcing me to be on it or something like that. Man, it's my choice. I mean, I'm choosing to be on my phone and be online and be distracted and all that stuff. And one of my biggest distractions for sure. Porn is a big distraction for me too. But that's done. But that had to be ended. No, that shit fucks up your life. That shit fucks up your mind. That shit fucks up who you are. You know what I mean? It's a very terrible thing. I hope everyone can quit and I hope it gets banned. It's really fucking bad. It's really bad. But yeah, just streaming just because I'm streaming every single day. I'm just showing up. You know what I mean? I don't even know. I don't want to play games because I feel like that's I do that too. I don't want to do that all the time. I want to show that I'm really versatile. That I can do a lot. You know what I mean? That I can really carry myself in the stream and just talk and not really have to be playing a game. I feel like I was just playing a game so I can fill in space. And do something that's kind of engaging me. I mean, maybe me, I'm just able to just talk and talk about the stuff that I want to talk about. You know what I mean? Or even if I don't want to talk about anything, or I don't have an idea of what to talk about, I just turn on the camera and just show up and then let everything come out that it's supposed to come out. You know what I mean? And I'm good at it. I feel good about it. I like this kind of format of content. It's just kind of a stream of my consciousness. There's no one around me. Yeah, eventually I can have people with me. Eventually I can bring people on stream and we can do some games or something like that. But I don't know if I want to do that type of shit. I feel like I want to do something different. I want to do something new. I want to do something never done before. I want to do something that not a lot of people are doing. Not a lot of people have thought of even doing. I want to think outside the box when it comes to content. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm not gonna do have collabs. Maybe when I do it, I'll do it differently. I'll do it my own way. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm not trying to be different. I'm just trying to do it my way. I'm trying to do it my own way. I want to do it my own way. When I do Twitch, I'm gonna do it my own way. Not when I am doing Twitch. I'm doing Twitch right now, but I'm gonna do it my own way. I just show up every single day and I just stream and I just show I just show up. Eventually I wanna be able to I schedule right so I can stream for at least an hour. But shit happens. Shit happens. That reality doesn't ever get to be realized. That I don't want to say never will be because that just kind of manifests in the negative. I'll say that it hasn't been realized yet, but I'm working towards it. I'm going to get to that point where I'm streaming for hours. I have a set schedule. I think now that I have all these things that I want to do in life, I want to make sure that I actually have a schedule for myself and put myself in a correct schedule so that I can follow that schedule. Because obviously things aren't always going to go the way you want them to. You try your best to stay on schedule. Sometimes you veer off and do other things, and something pulls you one way, and you're like, oh, man, the schedule, though. You know what I mean? But one thing, though, is important is that you still show up for everything. You know what I mean? You might say, oh, I do this at this time. Well, today you're doing it at this time. You know, now you could be like, okay, better, I'll adapt to just, I'm gonna do it this time. But you'd be like, no, I'm not gonna do it because uh, I do it at this time, not this time, so I'm not gonna do it. That's the excuse. I used to be on that, but now I'm not. It doesn't matter. I'm When it comes to a day, there's things that I do every single day. I practice singing. I like making music. You know what I mean? But the things that I do every day, I want to improve on. I want to improve my singing. I haven't really been the best singer. I feel like I have a good sounding tone of voice. I was just didn't know how to sing. I didn't even know what that was. I didn't even think about it that much. But I really do. I really enjoy it. Just the thought of me singing, it makes me very, very happy. I want to be able to be extremely good at that. Something I want to be extremely good at that. Something very well. I know it takes some time, but the time goes by fast if you're really working hard and doing it every single day. But anyway, like I said, I do these things every day. I practice singing, I practice my writing. I like writing. I want to get real good at writing. Practice writing. I haven't really been. I want to practice writing lyrics, but when I get on the notepad, I kind of just write whatever I feel. So I just kind of just keep writing and writing. I've been writing every single day. I've been consistent singing and writing since like June of last year, 2022. I'm talking about every single day I've been writing. I've been, I've been writing and practicing singing every single day. Every single day. And I knew like, oh, wait, you can write every single day. Let's hear it type shit, you know what I mean? But I haven't practiced yet. I'm actually about to practice. I'm actually about to do it after the stream. But that goes back to my point of saying that it doesn't matter when you do it. It's just as long as you show up and do it. I could have, if I could do it before stream or do it after stream, it doesn't matter. But it just make sure that you show up. Don't fall asleep. Don't go to sleep without having done it. Don't be like, no, fuck it, I'm not gonna do it today. I haven't skipped voluntarily at all. Sometimes I skipped one day because I thought I already did it. But then I realized the next day, oh, I didn't even do it. But it's okay because perfect doesn't exist. That's perfectly fine and not be perfect. It's kind of ironic. Perfectly fine and not be perfect. But it's like it's cool. It's cool. It doesn't matter. It's not that serious. It's just like as long as it's not a continuous habit of skipping and not doing it and not doing it, not doing that. There's a problem right there. Repeat actions are the problem. One action is not a problem. One action is, and that goes even further than just like problems, just in life in general and everything in life. It's like you do it one time, it doesn't really fucking matter. It doesn't really matter. Yo, you did it one time, cool. Okay, but do it again, do it again, do it again. Oh man, you made that shot, cool. Now do it again. Now do it again. Now do it again and again and again and again and again and again. Now that is impressive. Making a shot is impressive. Doing that, doing blank isn't impressive. Do blank a billion times. Okay, now that's impressive. You did it 100 times. That's impressive. You know what I mean? That's impressive. We gotta give you flowers for that. That's impressive. That takes commitment. Commitment, discipline. Those things are very lacking these days. This generation, I feel like it's uh, maybe it's a thing that's done on purpose, but I don't know. For the people that are woken up to that, and like, oh wait, let me actually be, really disciplined. Really, the key to all this shit in life is just discipline and making sure you're consistent and doing it every single time, just doing it. And once you do it, and do it again, and do it again, and do it again, hell yeah, there's gonna be times where you're like, fuck this, I don't want to do this shit. Like, when I go back to what I was saying before, I practice singing every day, I practice writing every day, and then I recently just started doing practicing freestyling every day. I used to do that before, but then I stopped. I was discouraged. Didn't feel like I was good. But I'm back on it. I'm back on. But being it's funny. It's funny and amazing. When you are consistent in one thing, it invites more consistency in other areas in your life. You're like, okay, I'm consistent here. Be consistent here. Let me add this. I was doing writing and singing every day, which was basically a consequence a beautiful consequence of me doing Kundalini every day. I've been doing Kundalini yoga, which is basically just yoga, you know what I mean, and practicing the energetic body, you know what I mean, for those who believe that. I definitely do, and I definitely do. But I've been doing that every single day, every single every single day. I've been doing that every single day. You know, every single day, 30 minutes, every single day. Yeah, there's times where maybe, I think the times that make me want to not do it is when I put it off until the last second, until when I'm about to go to sleep. I'm like, now I'm in that decision, fork in the road. Do I just go to sleep? Oh, it feels so. And in those moments, sleep sounds so freaking good. It sounds so fucking good. You know what I mean? Or you choose that, or you go to, or you do community. You suck up and be like, no, you do community, finish it up, and then after, you know what I mean? Because it's 30 minutes, but that 30 minutes in those type of in those moments that I've had, those that 30 minute feels like 2 hours, 2 3 hours. You know what I mean? But then I always just choose community. I've always chosen community. I don't think I don't. At one time, I definitely was. Obviously, I'm not perfect, and you're not supposed to be perfect. Um, Perfect is something to strive for, but it's not something to try to actually uh, stay on or be on. Because really, honestly, that it's kind of limited. Like, perfect is kind of like a finite thing. It's like things can always get better. Things can always improve. Things can always reach a new level. There's always a newer level. There's always a higher level. There's always something new. You know what I mean? To do. There's always room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. There's always room for improvement, and so perfect cannot really exist because that would mean there's no more improvement to be made. That means there's no more leveling up to be made. That means that is the end. Perfect just means the end. It's done. That's it. It's perfect. It's done. There's no way. There's nothing more that needs to be done. It's already perfect. You know what I mean? And that type of mindset is not correct for this system that we live in. The system we live in is definitely not perfect. You know what I mean? So having that type of way of doing it doesn't really it doesn't really mesh well with this reality. You gotta really accept this reality for what it is. It's not perfect. Things aren't gonna go as planned. Things aren't gonna look how you want it to. Things aren't gonna go when you want them to go. Things aren't always. Sometimes it will though. I don't want it to be like, oh, things are never ever gonna work out. No, it's more like things aren't always going to work out. Things aren't always going to go in your favor. Things aren't always going to go the way you want. Sometimes it will, and it's all peachy and handy and fine. But sometimes it won't. And you just have to accept that and be like, okay, bet it is what it is. That's just take them how they come. You know what I mean? But to the consistency, like I've been consistent with Kundalini every single day. I've been consistent, which invited me. Circling back to what I said earlier, you know what I mean? When you're consistent in one thing, it invites you to be consistent in other things. Consistency exceeds you're consistent in one thing. It's like, oh, bet, let's multiply, double. That meme. Double it and give it to the next person. Consistent. I bet, double that. Let's do it again. So because I was consistent with one thing, Kundalini, every single day, kind of every single day. I started that in April, and then so April, May, June. I started. So I was doing Kundalini for like 2 months every single day, and then in June, I started adding other things because you know what? I'm doing Kundalini every single day. Let me do writing every day, practicing singing every day because those things are important to me. Those things are very important to music in general, to my songs and my music. You know what I mean? Which is like making a just improving yourself. What's it called? Those things are very important to the process of music. Writing, being a really good writer and stuff. So I did that every single day. Being a really good singer. So I do that every single day. I practice that every single day, and I'm really serious about every single day. I don't miss a day. I do it every single day. And that type of commitment and discipline is really like that's kind of rare these days. People are not committed and disciplined like that. I mean, maybe I should back that up. Maybe I should revise that and say they're not disciplined to the things that actually matter in life, that actually improve them. They'll be disciplined when it comes to like watching TV shows or binge watching Netflix. Or they'll be consistent with that. They'll do that every single day for hours and hours. They won't miss a day watching Netflix. They're not gonna miss watching Netflix. But when it comes to the things that actually matter in life, those people kind of do that, take it, they just look away from those things. It's not to bash anyone or bring it down, it's just to bring light to the truth. Like, people are consistent and disciplined on the things that actually matter or improve that would improve their lives, or the things that they actually want in life. They are not consistent with those things at all. But it is what it is. It doesn't matter what other people are doing. You just have to make sure, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you on? What are your goals? And are you consistent in them? You know what I mean? Are you actually every single day showing up for them? It's all about showing up. People are not showing up. They're not showing up. We set the date, we set the time, but no one's showing up. It is what it is. But you can show up. You might as well just show up for yourself. Like, you might as well just show up. You know what I mean? But as I was saying, like, I've been, because I was consistent with Kundalini for like 2 months. They invited me to be consistent with, you know, my music related things like practicing singing and writing. So then I've been doing that Kundalini, practicing singing, practicing writing every single day since April, in June. You know what I mean? Every single day. And when I look back at it, I'm just like, damn, I really did it every single day. You know what I mean? It's almost gonna be a year, which is, when I look back at it, it's like, I'm like, when did I even do it? I feel like I didn't even do it. But I know if I was to look back in my life, if I was to look back in my life, these last 8 months, and I was to pick a random day, you bet your bottom dollar that at one point in that day, I was writing something. At one point in that day, I was singing. One thing in the day, I was doing Kundalini. And that's a guarantee, 100%. And of course, if it's one of those rare days where I didn't do something, you know what I mean? Either be I simply thought I already did it, or I decided I was with Kundalini. I definitely uh, I didn't do the actual physical yoga, but I listened to it instead, and I made it up. I did that, and I did that class again tomorrow. So I did 2 classes the next day. So that's how you do it. Even when you fall short, you know what I mean. You make sure you catch yourself. You're not just falling off the map as soon as, oh, I'm done. I'm not gonna show up, and then you don't show up anymore after that. When you It's not to try to force yourself to be perfect. Just know that you're gonna fall short. You're gonna fall short sometime. But the key there is to always catch yourself. Catch yourself before you fall short. Catch yourself before you fall short. And I can't even lie, I got that from my teacher. You know what I mean? My teacher, Ringmaster. So it's like, you should go on Twitter and search a Ringmaster Raw. He's a very wise guy. He's a wise guy, and not in a he's a very smart guy. He says a lot of things that it's like, it just makes sense, and he's very powerful, very powerful. Check his stuff out. It's on Twitter. A lot of philosophy, not philosophy there, but as I was saying, like, I was just being consistent every single day. I am consistent every single day, and and what I said earlier is, like, when you're consistent in one area, it invites you to be consistent in other areas in life, in other things or you can just start being consistent in something that you want to do or be like. You know what I mean? Like, I've been consistent with singing and rapping and Kundalini, so I'm like, what? Let me add. I want to practice. I want to get better at my freestyling and getting on beats and stuff like that. My flow and my delivery and all that stuff. So I started doing that now. Now I added that to my daily routine and my daily things that I do every single day. Now I started it one day, you know what I mean, and now I haven't stopped playing. I use numerology and astrology. You gotta tap into that for sure. Those are cheat codes to this place. Um, I What's it called? I I started it, and I didn't stop. I just kept on going every single day, and I've been doing that ever since. You know what I mean? And it's dope and it's cool. You know what I mean? You just do it every single day, and the most awesome part about it is, like, yeah, you improve, but, like, you don't when you see you like like for singing is, like, I don't search up how to sing. I don't I'm not I mean, I used to, But it was never really like, for me, when it comes to learning, it's like I feel like I learn better. This is a me thing. I learn better through my own experience, my own doing. I've definitely searched how to sing before, and I've definitely tried to do those things. And it really didn't feel like it. Obviously, maybe because I wasn't consistent. You know what I mean? But I just said fuck that. Now I do my own thing. I just show up every single day, and now like the techniques and the knowledge is coming to me. It's like I might be figuring out my own ways of doing it. You know what I mean? Or I'm realizing things that I do with myself. I'm like, oh, why am I doing this? Let me change this. Like I recently just changed a bit of my technique, and now I sound way better. I mean, someone who heard me last year, and they hear me now, they be like, wow, that's 9 days. Like, oh, he's really better. He's really better. I just changed a few things around. You know what I mean? Even I would even say as far as 3 months ago, just because I changed my technique. Technique is very important to me. You know what I mean? But not even with just singing, just in anything in life. When you be consistent with it, I realize that when you're consistent with something all the time, every single time, you start to unlock new powers or something. You start to unlock new insights about that thing you're consistent on. You know what I mean? Insights that you wouldn't have unlocked or realized if you weren't consistent. These are things that you had to be consistent to really realize this or to have these insights. And I noticed that with a lot of things. You know what I mean? My writing, my even now with my freestyling, I'm realizing things and getting insight because I've done it every single day so far, and I'm gonna continue to do it. Like these things don't stop. They just become a routine now, and then I just do them, and it's just part of my day. I don't stop doing it. I don't not do it. I just go do it. Um, yeah, there's times where I don't want to do it. Yeah, there's times where it's like I push it off to the very last second, where it's like, damn. I definitely have moments where I pushed all that shit to the last second, and now it's like, yo, do I sleep or do I finish Kunimi? I didn't do Kunimi. I didn't write. I didn't sing. I didn't do any of those things. Like, do I sleep right now? It's like fucking 2 a.m. Do I sleep or do I finish off everything that I need to do and then sleep? You know what I mean? And those are the toughest days, and those are the toughest times. And you're just like, because it's like you could easily just say fuck it and just sleep and be like, oh, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. That's the killer sentence for a lot of people. Do it tomorrow. Do it tomorrow, and damn, there's another one that's a killer sentence that once you say that shit, your fate is sealed. You're not doing shit. It's done. It's over. Bye. Sayonara. Peace. Peace. Sayonara. Um, it's like it is what it is. It is what it is. Um, if I'm monologuing and shit, man, I should probably put my shit like this. Yeah, I should probably put my shit like this. So yeah, it's just like you you just like where was I at? Where was I at now? My train of thought is coming back to me. Um, no, it's just because you gain those insights every single time. As long as you show up, you're gonna gain something new. And it's not every single day you're gaining a new insight. You know what I mean? It's just like every time in a while it'll be like, whoa, duh. I mean, duh, or oh, I didn't even know that. Oh, I should do. And it changes everything. It makes everything. You reach a new level. You reach a newer level. It's a beautiful thing. Um, but I've just been consistent. I've been showing up every single time. That's it. I hope other people do the same. It really does change your life. But yeah, I started taking cold showers every single day. Now that is that is for consistency and discipline as well. But it's also just for mental strength because now that is something where it's like I don't want to do. It's some days it's hard. Some days like a cold shower is like, bruh, that shit is tough, but I still show up and I still do it. And it doesn't matter how much I hesitate, Like I'll be in I'll have it fucking ready. Shower cold as shit. I could feel the coldness. You know what I mean? And I'll just be standing outside the shower like damn, and like fucking pretending like I don't even know. I'm just delaying what the inevitable. I'm just delaying it. It's like oh I don't. Like twiddling my thumbs, but it's just like now that was the beginnings of me doing this thing. I think I started this earlier this month, or in January. I started doing it in January, and I haven't stopped at all. I've been doing it every single day. I think I've tried to do this before, this culture. I did it last year, but it didn't really stick. It didn't really stick at all. But now it's sticking because I'm realizing that I need something that's gonna what it teaches me, what I'm noticing that it's teaching me. I've been doing it every single day, cold shower every single day. What I'm noticing is that because the cold shower is so uncomfortable, it's so not. It's the opposite. It's the furthest thing from comfortable, but I still do it. You know what I mean? It's just basically kind of like conditioning my mind and training my mind to be okay with doing uncomfortable things and just doing uncomfortable things. You know, and it's like it's okay. It's an uncomfortable thing, but I still do it. You know, I'm not avoiding the uncomfortable things. I'm not avoiding these things. So me taking a cold shower every single day, it's like it may not be long, it may not be like the longest time, but like when I do it, I realize, oh yeah, I bet. So, I got my camera, my stream on the left side of me right here, but it's kind of distracting. I'm always looking at myself. But if I do it like this, I can at least just yeah. So it's like, um, yeah, I've been doing that cold shower every single day. Um, yeah, I mean, my discipline and my, I would say the one thing that's definitely improved is my tolerance for being uncomfortable. I kind of do things that are uncomfortable. Like I do things that I haven't done in a while. Things that, you know, what I mean, I approach more girls now. You know, what I mean, like, I'm not saying that's all because of the poor job. I'm saying that, you know, what I mean, it's like I didn't used to that. I usually just kind of brush it off, and now it's like yeah, comfortable girls. It's like okay, now we're going, man. Just going. You know what I mean? I'm even in everything else in life. It's like I'm embracing the uncomfortable a lot more. You know what I mean? And when you're in that cold shower, it's like it's just you in the cold shower. There's nothing. There's no comfortable at all. And it can be comfortable after you've done it. The initial. It's always the initial cold that's always the worst. But after that, it just gets easier and easier and easier. You know what I mean? You know, and some days the resistance to take that cold shower is very strong. You know what I mean? And some days it's not. Some days it's just like, oh, let's get it over with. Just turn it on, jump in, jump out. Turn it in, jump in, you know, clean yourself, all that shit. And jump out, boom. And it's just like, it wasn't even any time. And some days it's like, it's long. It's like, the resistance is so heavy and strong. I'm just like, I don't want to do this, but it's like, you got to. I have to. I want to. You know what I mean? So it's like I want my willpower to be strong because I'm like I'm still doing it regardless what thoughts are popping in, regardless how I'm feeling, I still do it. You know what I mean? I don't care how I feel, okay, if I don't like it, if I doesn't feel good, still do it, I'm still showing up, no matter what. So that my willpower is getting stronger, I'm having more willpower over my thoughts and my urges and all those things. Yeah, and that's a beautiful thing. That's the thing that I've always lacked, but now it's coming in. You know, and I do still need not perfect at all. There's still things that I have to let go. Like porn, letting that go for sure. That shit is bad for you. Definitely destroyed me. Um, it makes you weaker. And as a man, you're watching like it's kind of a weird thing to watch. Yeah, it's like maybe I'm just getting woke to it. It's like wait a minute, I'm not watching the video. You know what I mean? Like another man fucking a girl. Like that's just kind of weird. And it's just like why am I? And it's kind of just training your mind to just like that type of shit. Now it's like your whole attraction is like based on, you know what I mean, another dude doing shit, like another dude fucking a girl, another dude getting his dick sucked, pause. You know what I mean? Like it's just kind of it's a weird thing. You know, it's a weird thing. It's a very weird thing. So I, it, and it's not even that the conditioning is the worst, but I just like it's just like it just alters your view of the world and things and relationships and girls. And it's just like it really makes you very awkward and very and the shame behind it because you're always hiding it. Of course, you're hiding. Everyone's hiding it. No one's. Well, I mean, not everyone. There's probably some fucking crazy dudes who are just openly watching this shit, but like most people just hide that shit. So it's like a shame. It's like you always know you're not even supposed to be watching this shit. You know what I mean? But it's a thing that definitely has limited me, held me back. But obviously, I'm not saying that those videos did it all. Like it's my fault. I'm the one who's watching it. I'm the one choosing to watch it. Those videos definitely did. You know, those videos and those pictures and those things, they definitely hold me back. They definitely hold a lot of me back. I'm not the only one in the world. the only one that can say it. I'm not the only one in the world. There's a lot of men and guys stuck in that. To just let it go, let it go. There's no, there's nothing better that you could do. That there's only positives and blessings from letting it go. There's no drawbacks from letting it go. There's no nothing. It only helps you. It only improves you. It only makes you better. As I'm noticing, you start to become more of yourself. You start to become more, confident. It's like you thought you were confident, but now you're like, oh wait, I have even more confidence. I'm better than I thought. You start to become more positive person. You're not really, you're not as, horny or desperate as, that's one thing that wanted makes you very desperate for sex and stuff like that. So you're not as desperate, not just you fucking acting like you're gonna die if you don't get it type shit. Um, it's definitely a thing that I'll mention, but that's the one thing I'd say that just let it go. You done with that shit. You gone. That shit should be ended. That shit should be banned, honestly. But I don't know. I'm not doing it. I really don't give a fuck. As long as I'm not doing it, I've made the choice not to do it. I don't want to do it at all. I don't want to do it. I don't want to watch those videos. I don't want to watch those pictures. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've been trying to, I've been trying to let it go, but sometimes, it's hard. It's like I said, it's a drug. It's really a drug. You always come right back to it. You always come back, like, oh, let's go back to it. Especially for years of just doing it casually, not even thinking about anything of it. You know what I mean? Those habits are hard to get because, it's just so easy. It's so easy. It's so right there. It's the same with, social media. Same with binge drinking method. It's so easy. It's so right there. You don't even have to try. You just click on it. Boom. It has a lot of negative drawbacks. Big drawbacks that Netflix and videos don't give you. But it should hit you. It gives you literally no positives, only negatives. You know what I mean? Only negatives. It only gives you negatives. It doesn't give you any positives at all. Um, but yeah, that's when let it go. I let it go. It's a 9 years. I just remember uh, letting go. Numerology. I'm letting that go. Letting go of those videos of dudes having sex with girls, and those videos and those pictures, all those things. And I'm just done with that shit, bro. I don't want to do that anymore. You know what I mean? It's just weird. It's very weird, and not even just that. It's damaging. It's damaging to my mind. It's damaging to my psyche. It's damaging to my well-being. It's damaging to my self-worth. It's damaging to my confidence. It's damaging to my strength. It's damaging to my character. It's damaging to my heart. It's damaging to everything that I do. It's killing my time. It's damaging to my soul. So it's like, why would I continue doing this? Why am I continuing doing this? What is the point? If it's only doing negatives to me, it's only holding me back, and it's only making me worse. It's only making things terrible for me. It's making me the worst thing in the world. You know what I mean? It's like, what is the point anymore? What is the point of even, doing it no more? What is the freaking point no more? If there isn't a point. It's at that point. It's just like, what's the point? It's just like drinking poison. You know it's poison. It's like, what's the point of drinking it? You know what I mean? At that point, it's like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Now you're purposely doing it. Now it's not just, now it's just like you want these negatives. You want these things. You know what I mean? But not that good. It's another day I let it go. Hopefully someone, whoever's watching this, whoever's looking at this, whoever sees this, either live or recorded later on, and see it on YouTube and see it on this, maybe 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, maybe I'm going to be successful at Twitch and Twitter and all my goals that I want to be successful. So maybe in 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, 8 months, who knows, 3 weeks, someone's watching this video, anyone's watching this video, anyone's looking at the stream, and just know that, hopefully they let go of it. You know what I mean? I'm imprinting it. I'm saying that anyone who watches this, the seed has been planted in your mind to let it go forever. You know what I mean? This is your sign. This is your moment. This is it. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. You know what I mean? It's got a hold on you. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's all on you. Whether you let it go or you don't let it go. Let it die. and I have no say. I have no control of it. I have no control of anyone. I have no say in anything, any decision you make, whatever you choose to do, whether you choose to evolve, or you choose to devolve. And that's really the choice right there. That's the choice. You want to get better, you want to get worse. When you want to get worse, but keep doing what you're doing. If you want to get better, let go. It's I'm not saying that you can do it cold turkey. And, I mean, maybe you can, but it's I'll say it's okay if you fall short, as long as you catch yourself. I said that right earlier in the street. I said it's okay if you fall short, as long as you catch yourself. You're gonna fall. Maybe you fall sometimes. You fall short of it. You're gonna slip back in. You just catch yourself. Why did you slip back in? Get back in. You know what I mean? It's a cool thing. It's a cool thing. It's an interesting thing. But probably gonna have to probably gonna rock out here on the stream. I just wanted to show up. I think I would say I just wanted to show up today. I mean, this time I wanted to do something different from the video games and just get into what's it called bag of motivational speaking. I think I'm pretty good at it. And also I'm just kind of like a endless um, vat of information and just like spewing shit. I don't think I ever paused, any kind of pause because I was distracted with something that I heard and just held it up. And I just got off my train of thought. But once that train of thought goes, I'm just able to just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. But I have a lot of things to say and I want to get it off my chest. I want to say it. Now I'm saying it and it's getting recorded and it's getting recorded and people are probably listening to this in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years down the line. When I'm very successful in Twitch and if I have Twitch and I have 28,000, I have 100,000 subscribers on Twitch. Maybe I've broken the record. Maybe maybe on YouTube I got 5 million or 6 million, 8 million, 8 million subscribers on there, and I'm gonna keep these videos on there. And they're gonna be like, oh man, he was on this type of shit, he was like this. Yeah. You know what I mean? And after 100 million streams on my music and stuff like that, you know what I mean? All independent as well. And when you look back and say, yeah, I'm still independent, and all that, I'm still independent. Looking back, like, he did it. He's still independent. He did it all. And that's another thing about it. Still independent. It's the freedom. I don't like the boss. I don't want someone tell me what to do or how to do it. Fuck no. I'm just very independent. And that's just the best position for me. And that's just like, that's where I can that's where I can thrive. I thrive in the position of independence, and I'm independent. I can do my own thing. That now I'm gonna go crazy. Now I'm gonna go. I'm gonna just go amazingly beautiful. You know what I mean? Like a caterpillar to a butterfly. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna be the best version of myself. You know what I mean? If I'm doing it independently, which I am. There's no ifs in there. Honestly, it's just that it is what it is. Like that, I am gonna be successful in things, and I'm gonna be independent for sure. I have my own shit. I just want my own shit. No one can tell me shit. I have my own shit, so no one can tell me shit at all. You can't tell me shit. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Kind of shit. You know what I mean? You can't tell me nothing. Because I'm my own boss. I don't answer to me. No one can fire me. Shit, I'm the boss. You're gonna fire me. You can't fire the boss. I'm gonna do things whatever I want to, so I'm gonna be these things. I'm gonna be these things. I say these things. It's very true. I'm gonna be these things. But I'm gonna end the stream here. And say that just show up. That's my biggest, the best thing I can say right now. That's watching. That's my only advice. It's really just to show up. That's it. I can only give one piece of advice, but they say show up. Just show up. Show up. Show up every day. Show up every day. That's all. Show up every day. Just show up. That's it. Just show up. Everything will happen to you. Everything will have all the answers. You don't need to have everything planned out. Just show up. Like today, I just showed up, and now I've unlocked a new insight. I'm like, oh wait, this type of streaming, I like this. I low-key like this a lot. Where I just get to talk and just you see me and you're like, okay, that's the same as how I'm talking and speaking. And I'm speaking that fire. And it's like I'm just speaking and talking and just saying what I have to say. And there's no stopping me. Like once I get into that mode, right, so I talk. You know what I mean? It's like I'm being used as a what's it called? Or I'm just like spewing this shit. You know what I mean? But it's dope. It's cool. I like it. I like this type of environment. I like this type of thing. But I just of course I gotta be consistent in my area. I don't want to be too late. I gotta go work tomorrow. I was at school because that's really it's always the same. Work, school. It's all these facilities and these things that you have to go to for most of your day and spend your time doing all this other shit that has nothing to do with anything that you're actually interested in. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, you might get paid. You know what I mean? School, you get the degree, but in the grand scheme of things, these days, it's like there's people that don't even have ideas in English. You know, but they don't have no education or nothing, and they're millionaires. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that should be your ticket and excuse to get out of college and something. I'm not doing it because you're doing it. That's not in college. I'm not saying that because you have to realize very well that some things work for other people, but don't work for other people. Some things work for other people, but don't work for other people. Some things work for other people, but don't work for other people. You know what I mean? So it's not. Be careful when you pull your information and your advice from because they're just talking from their perspective, and maybe their perspective it wouldn't work for you. You know what I mean? But let me not keep on going with this. You know what I mean? I've done enough talking. I'm gonna continue some of this some other time. I just get on the mic and just start spitting fire. I enjoy it. Peace out. There's a here. You can see I'm almost dozing off. My eyes get heavy, but with a good stream, all that shit. Peace. If I can end this in a smooth way, just show up.